Good morning, everybody. The question I want to ask you today is, do you feel like you're living a significant life? I was reading a book, just started it actually, John Maxwell, Intentional Living. Decided to dive into some John Maxwell because it's been a while, and he's going to be at our. I'm going to get the chance to hear him speak next month for the second time. Got a chance to hear him last month, or I'm sorry, last year about this time. That's actually where I got this book. I've read it before, but I'm going back into it. But I just started it, and the first couple of pages, it goes into. It says that what's your story, and I'm actually going to read a little bit about it. But it says, what's your story? People don't care about facts; they want to hear stories. And it goes on to say, it's talking about the movie "It's a Wonderful Life." And it says it's the story of George Bailey, a man who dreams of traveling the world and building things, but who instead stays home in Bedford Falls because he repeatedly chooses to do what he believes to be right for others. A point occurs in the movie where George experiences a moment of crisis, and he comes to believe that everyone around him would be better off if he had never been born. What he's really saying is that his life doesn't matter. The great twist in the story occurs when, with the help of an angel, George gets a chance to see what his town and others' lives would look like if he had never existed. Without him, it's a dark and negative place. George comes to recognize the positive impact he had made because time after time he took actions to do what he knew was right and helped other people. As Clarence the angel tells him, each man's life touches so many others. George had touched many lives in small ways and made a difference. And then it goes on to say, have you thought about what you want your life to be? Do you believe you can live a life of significance, that you can do things that really matter, that you can make your story great? So that just really hit me. It's like that's a really good way to look at life. What is the legacy going to be when you leave? It doesn't matter how much money you make. It doesn't matter, how successful you are, anything like that. It matters what your legacy is. It matters how much you're impacting other people's lives. That really hit me, and I just wanted to share that with you. And it's a great book, by the way. I think everybody should read that, just because it helps you shift your mindset from me to how can I impact other people. Think about it. Like when you're gone, the impact of you being gone what is that going to make on people? Are people going to, how many people are going to be at your funeral? Are you going to have a ton of people at your funeral, or are you not going to have hardly anybody there because you haven't made an impact? I know that's kind of a dark subject, trying to think about your death, but it's a reality for every single person. It's the only thing that's actually ever going to happen 100% for everybody. Is that you're going to die. So that's the destiny for everybody, and sadly enough, that's what it is. But that's part of life. So thinking about that, you can really put it into perspective. Like, how much of an impact am I having on others? What is my legacy going to be when I leave? What are people going to say about me after I die? And that's a really good way to look at life, because the more the more people are sad that you're gone, or whatever, the more impact you've had on people. That should be what you're striving for in life, in my opinion, is to leave an impact, and a positive impact on so as many people as you possibly can, because you never know the butterfly effect. You never know what one simple action is going to lead to in the future. And it may not even be a person that but you might actually have a direct impact on saving somebody's life at some point in time, just by the small, kind actions that you take with people. So with that being said, just remember that as you go through the day, and you're taking action and all that stuff, throughout the daily course of your life, just remember, what kind of impact can I make today on other people, on people around me? So hope that helps, and I will see you all in the morning.